So, Canizili and Cuku, how are you?
I'm good, thanks, and
Great. For
you?
people that don't know, so we had Canizili on our podcast also, talking about South Africa registration. And you had great sessions here.
Oh, thank you,
You had
thank
great
you.
sessions because one session, the first session you had was like moving session, asking people to dance and everything, and
Yes,
with making this analogy to harmonization, like everybody should harmonize and have the momentum,
yes.
etc. So, how do you? What is your conclusion of this event as we are finishing now?
I think it was very good. So it brought together, multiple voices, industry, regulators. We could all have one voice and create a symphony, basically.
So, and mainly you see that there are a lot of questions related to reliance, related
Yes.
to harmonization, related to all that. So, do you think that this kind of event can make things moving, can make things really engaging? Because we talk about reliance since long time also. So, are we
Yes.
moving on reliance or not?
I think we are moving, but we're moving at a slower rate. So, like you've seen from the questions,
Yeah,
a lot of people still don't see reliance in terms of, actionable
exactly. Yeah.
harmonization in action. We see it in documents, but what exactly is going down in the groundwork? So, I do think that such an event, it creates us, it actually wants us to be able to, for the next time, show exactly how we are, improving in terms of reliance. And also it shows gaps. Like for the last session, we had MDSAP, where some of the questions came by on how are we leveraging MDSAP. And some of the questions is that not all regulators are affiliate members. So what is ISO 13485? You have regulators who are still doing GMP inspections
Exactly.
for medical devices. So within that, it's going to be difficult to achieve reliance because there's disparities within, the what you call the requirements. And I think this calls for us then to see where we need to improve because we can't just say reliance, reliance.
Exactly. And if you had a magic wand, so what would you do so that everybody talk the same language then?
I think the landscape analysis actually is quite critical to see where the gaps are. A lot of the countries are doing reliance in terms of WHO, that's all they see. But they don't realize that within Africa, we can rely on each other if we can fix some of our regulations. And I think that's where the magic wand will be, is that put in requirements that are the same for South Africa, same requirements Kenya. That way I can be able to rely on Kenya and not just see WHO or Health Canada only as reliance.
Exactly. We talked also about digitalization. So, what is this like a trend that we start to look at, or do you think really this can be really instrumental for Africa?
I think digitalization is very pivotal in terms of enhancing efficiency within regulators and noting that everyone is moving towards having digital systems.
Yeah.
That's why it became such a key topic to ensure that all regulators are moving towards having proper systems as everyone is WHO ML3, but you still have manual submissions. So it becomes quite important to have these systems in place.
And last word, maybe about artificial intelligence. Is this something that we will start to see with the regulators, with using maybe that also like as a resource?
Yes, I think AI screening is quite important
Yeah.
and it plays a critical role. So it reduces time. I mean, for screening can take up to days, and when you have AI screening within your system, you can take up to a few hours. So I think including AI adaptation into these systems plays a huge role.
So, is there any discussion of starting that, or is just a wish for the moment?
No, there are discussions. So for my studies, if I may add, I'm doing a digital maturity tool whereby I'm creating indicators, and within the indicators is to say that for regulators to be efficient within their IT capabilities, having artificial intelligence within their systems can actually help. And also, it actually directly influences your people skills and behavior because the more people can see how the system learns in identifying gaps, in identifying what's wrong, with certain submissions. It also assists then the assessors or the screeners to add whatever requirements that the AI system is saying within their screening, the screening dossiers and within their documents.
And we have apparently a lack of resources also in Africa, so this can help
Exactly,
also.
it can definitely help. So you can be able to, so basically with having such resources like digital tools, you can now put your resources to post-marketing surveillance. And even post-marketing surveillance, we need systems for it. Because, I mean, you can have an AI-enabled safety reporting dashboard that can be able to spot different trends, and that becomes easier, and it'll help in terms of like falsified devices that are being seen in different countries. So it does become an enabling mechanism in that way.
Great. A last question: what is a word that will summarize this event, this session of yesterday and today?
My word is harmony.
Huh?
Harmony.
Harmony, okay.
Yes.
Right? I mean, yeah, we had a lot of things like that, like collaboration, harmony, reliance, etc.
Yes.
So I think
Yes.
it's something that is really, people feel when they are coming here.
Exactly, because we're still all having different beats. We're moving in different, what you call it, symphonies. But if we all harmonize and speak with one voice, dance with one rhythm, we can be able to have one in sync impact, and not just documentation that speaks to the same thing, but have harmonization in action.
Great. Let's do it.
Yes.
Thank you very much,
Thank
guys.
you so
and I want
much.
also to congratulate you for this woman of Africa.
All right, thank you. Thank you so
Congratulations.
much. Thank you.
Thank you.